All right, so the first question I get often from people that are concerned with my decision about joining the military is I get why. They go, why? You know, you have a college degree, you finish school. Why don't you just get a job? Yada yada yada. Um, the military is for people who have quote unquote given up and have no other choices in life, and that's what they do. And to that, I say, reason number one for me joining the military, to be honest, is honestly because I feel like it's awesome. Being able to say that I served my country, being able to say that I did that in my lifetime is something that no one can take away from me. Two, camaraderie and just loyalty and just being around trustworthy people that have a certain values and certain code of ethics to live by. In the civilian workplace, people do not look out for each other. They do not. They do not aim to help you grow. It's pretty much a dog eat dog world when it comes to survival out here. Everything that I want to do personally, career wise, it requires more education. So some people tell me, hey, just go take out a loan and go to law school. Take out a loan and just go to law school. Well, again, I say it's easy to say take out a loan and go to law school, but at the same time, when your undergraduate degree has already gotten you into a significant amount of debt, it's not very wise to go and pile on more debt on top of it by going to law school. The military provides a stable, secure environment for me to make money. Also, to pay down on my debt. Also, it's like the post 9/11 GI Bill, which I can use for myself to pursue law school, or I can use it for my kids to pursue law school. There's a law program called the Legal Education Program where the United States Navy will actually pay for you to go to law school, and for each year you're in law school, you owe the Navy 2 years of service, and then when you graduate law school, pass a bar of any state, you actually go to work as a Navy JAG, which is something that I really would love to do, and it's like actually my ideal career would be a judge advocate, because if you think about it, being able to travel and give legal advice to troops, these are people who are putting their life on the line every day for us, for Americans, for our freedoms, people who are actually protecting our freedoms. That'll be an ideal career for me, being able to see the world, provide for my family, and so on. So when people ask me why, it's not about, I can easily go and get a job in an office somewhere, but the bigger picture is the office job is going to do what for me? It's going to, one, you got to pay rent. So that's $1,000 right off the top. So whatever you make at this office job, you automatically got to erase $1,000 because you're living in California, so your rent's probably going to be a minimum of $1,000. So whatever you're making, let's take that off, and then you got to pay down on loans. So let's say $700 a month in loans. That's $1,700 right there. Now the next 25 years, you're going to pay down on your loans because you got working this office job, and you cross your fingers and hope to God that maybe somehow, some way, you get a promotion. Do I trust the military? Yeah, people could say, the military has its own little faults and whatever. But I do believe that even coming out of the military with the veteran status, honorably discharged, helps you and creates more significance for who you are as far as the civilian workplace. I'm going in as a medic. I do plan to switch over to a legalman I'm going in as an E3. I'm planning on switching over to a legalman and then becoming an officer, and also doing the legal education program and becoming a JAG. That's my goal. That's my plan. Being able to serve the country, being able to have that conversation. I'm tired of being at a coffee shop and there's a guy and he's like, yeah, I served, I did 2 tours here and I seen this, and I went to Thailand, I went to China, I've been to Japan, and I'm sitting here and I've been like, man, I'm sitting here like, wow. I've been to, with me being 27 years old, it's like you get to an age where you're like, all right, it's now or never. Like in a few years, I won't be able to do any kind of military service because I'll be deemed too old. And I don't want to sit there at 40 years old and these people are telling all their stories about how they've seen the world. And I'm like, wow, I could have served my country, but why didn't I do it? And my reasons for why not to do it do not outweigh my reasons for why to do it. So when people ask me, why would you do that? I asked them why not, because I can go on for days about why I should, from the GI Bill to stability to providing for my kids to my family to housing, basic housing allowance, to being able to get health insurance, everything. I can go on for days, but you tell me why I shouldn't, and convincingly tell me why I shouldn't. And the number one thing people say is, oh, well, you can die. You can die. You can die, right? And my thing is, well, honestly, I'm going in as a Navy medic. And I have a plan. Navy medic to legalman to officer to JAG. That's my plan. So if it's in God's plan for me to die, then I'm gonna die. If that's the case, it's what's gonna happen. But if it's in God's plan for me to die, I'm gonna die anyway. I mean, I'm gonna go out onto the street and get hit by a car, or people die every day from different things. There's people, in New York right now that just had a horrible hurricane land down and people died. So my thing is, for my reason why, I think I've covered that. I think I've covered my reason why pretty thoroughly. Something needs to change, and we can't keep on chasing the same circle, because right now we're going in a big circle, and it's about time something changes. And I see that change, and I want to be a part of that change too. Do different things. We're trying to go a little bit harder and provide and make things a little bit easier, so that my kids don't have to be sitting here with 40 plus grand of loan debt, and wondering how they're going to go to graduate school because they're in debt over their head. They shouldn't have to be worrying about that, and I don't want them to. So therefore, I'm doing what I got to do to provide for my family, to serve my country, and to leave a mark on this place before I go.